now, right now. Right 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 now, right now. Oh, I got a real good feeling.
We try to bring you high-quality educational and informational content every single day. Why do you think the price is having such an anemic time? The news story of the hour. Jump onto the chart. Is this the beginning of a massive financial unraveling? We gotta add a little addendum to the show map today, so we start here on the daily. Now, we've been looking at the RSI on Bitcoin's daily chart for the last several days. It always has been, but it's been increasing over the last 50 years since the government has been Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto Live. This is your week daily morning show where we bring you the latest and everything Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the massive breakout that is taking place right now on Bitcoin. I am so excited to bring you today's episode because Bitcoin has reached another yearly high, currently trading at $52,600. And I know that you guys are excited about it. There are so many people building portfolios right now, growing them, and looking to make 3x, 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x in the coming year and a half. And today we're going to be talking about the pathway that Bitcoin has looking ahead towards $69,000, our formidable all-time high. Are we about to move to that level the soonest before all-time halving that we have ever seen in history? Historically, we have rallied to the all-time high and broken it between 85 and about 210 days post-halving. Right now, we are 62 days away from the halving, and Bitcoin seems to be in a very strong rally. So, are we about to see a rally all the way back up to $57,500 and eventually even to $69,000 in just the next couple of months? Or is a major correction coming? Very excited to be here with you guys today. So make sure if you think you'll enjoy today's stream, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, hit that post notification bell so you won't miss a single episode. Today's verse of the day is Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. It is the principal thing. So let's download some wisdom into our brains and our minds, get some understanding, some knowledge, and some discernment and discretion, and let's go and make some money in the cryptocurrency space and store up an inheritance for our children's children. Christina Orozco is first in chat this morning and said, good morning all. Marley is in chat. College and Crypto in chat. RJ, Jason Barry, Randomness. Bear 12 in chat. Hampus Levinson is in chat. Good morning. Dax Brody, Jason Barry, Joe Bollier, Satchit, Micah Man, Objectively Real Reality, Objectively Crispy, Crypto Supreme is in chat. Old Jock is in chat. Cryptopher, Vintage Excellence, Alex Kaimana, Jason Harris, Ray Eblin, Green Bronco 72, Crypto Val, Crypto Mini Bike, Wreck the Bears, Audie Trades, Dan Nolan, Queen, Brian Barrett, Patrick Power, Ahmed, Shadrach Frost, for Hoofty Floofin, love your name, I cannot get over that, Ahmed, Rahul, Kingo Brink, Pink Floaty, and everybody else that has tuned in. Thank you, guys. We have not even gotten started. We've already got over 200 people watching. So let's go ahead and get started with it over here on CoinMarketCap. As you probably know, on Valentine's Day, Bitcoin broke $52,000 at the time of recording this stream. Bitcoin is sitting at $52,500. It is up 16.67% in the last 7 days, and it has rallied to north of $1 trillion in market capitalization. That is an exceptionally powerful number. Let me just go over here to company's market cap list. There is a website called Company's Market Cap. You've heard of CoinMarketCap, but you've probably never heard of Company's Market Cap. This is a website that ranks companies by their market capitalization. These are international companies. This is not just the United States stock market. And you can see here the number one highest valued company in the world is Microsoft right now at $3 trillion. Apple coming in second at $2.8 trillion. Saudi Aramco, which if you're not familiar with Saudi Aramco, they are one of the largest, in fact, they are the largest oil producers in the world. They're worth $2 trillion. Nvidia at 1.8, Alphabet at 1.7, Amazon at 1.7, Meta coming in ranked number 7 at 1.2. There are only 7 companies in the entire world that are worth more than Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is worth more than names that you are probably familiar with, like Berkshire Hathaway, Eli Lilly, TSMC, If you don't know who TSMC is, this is the largest chips manufacturer in the entire world. They have the leading architecture in hyper small, hyper low nanometer chips. Tesla sitting at 600 billion. Broadcom, Visa, Nova Nordisk. If I remember correctly, I think this is I forget what company that is, but they're worth 500 billion. JP Morgan Chase, 500 billion. United Health, obviously, you're familiar with that name. Walmart, you're familiar with that name. Point being, Bitcoin is worth more than every company on planet Earth save 7. And it's worth a third of Microsoft. All right, so the reason that I mentioned that is because $1 trillion is a huge level that Bitcoin has just broken. That puts it in a league of its own. It is one of the most valuable assets that you can hold in the entire world. Ooh, man, that kind of sounds cool. It's like one of the most valuable assets you can hold in the entire world. I feel like I'm introducing a movie. I'm like, in a world where Bitcoin is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 zeros. We're making money. It's insane. And so, again, the reason I mention this, being worth $1 trillion puts Bitcoin in, I don't know, the elite platinum silver plus club, if you want to go the credit card route. There's not many different assets that are worth as much as Bitcoin. That gives it a huge, huge degree of credibility that not many other assets can even come close to. And that is one of the things that is going to help us to go into this bull market in the coming year. So many people are investing in Bitcoin right now because they see it as a hedge against inflation. And the other reason why people are investing, or Amazon or Meta, the other $7 trillion companies of the world, Bitcoin's its growth is not determined by business decisions. It's not determined by the decisions of a board of executives, by a board of directors. It's not determined by the decisions that are made in a high tower somewhere in some fancy city far off. It is determined by software. It is determined by code that is changing, but largely unchanging. The core of Bitcoin has largely remained the same for the last 14 years. That means that it is going to instill even more confidence in someone than, say, Microsoft. Meta, they're worth $1.2 trillion. Even Meta went down the route of, what in the world are they doing? Rebranded Facebook? What the hell's going on here? Google. How many people think that Google needs to be busted up, and Alphabet, the parent company, needs to be busted up for being a trust and for being a monopoly? Apple. How many people are against Apple and Microsoft? Saudi Aramco. Saudi Aramco, anything could happen to Saudi Aramco. Saudi Arabia could be mixed up in a giant war and completely decimate the price of Saudi Aramco. There's not as much stability in these companies, believe it or not, as there is in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is fundamentally the same today as it is tomorrow, and there's no board of directors pulling strings and playing puppeteer that are going to move the price around. That does mean that it's harder to get Bitcoin to go into bull markets, but it also means that it's able to sustain the bull market more easily because it is based on underlying, fundamental, unchanging, immutable, uncensorable, impervious programming that is secured by the largest network of computers in the entire world doing cryptographic hashing functions. That all gives Bitcoin a degree of stability and security greater than that of Fort Knox. And so that plays into our conversation today about how Bitcoin may move towards this next levels of resistance. Bitcoin has moved into a bull market. There is now no doubt about that. I don't think anybody is debating that fact. The question on everyone's mind now, though, is how will Bitcoin get back to all-time high if we are going to return to all-time high and go much farther than that? Well, this uptrend has been in play for over a year, and I do believe that it will have quite a lot more to say about this Bitcoin bull market in a similar way that there was this uptrend back in the day that had much to say about our previous bull market. We saw that this uptrend right here in the last bull market had a pivot point right here, a set point here, resistance, support, etc. Support. If you fast forward, we also found support and resistance on it here, and it ended up being the level that we hit all-time high on. It was a logarithmic uptrend. It started out here at the beginning of 2020 and moving on towards the end of 2021, so nearly 2 years later, it was still having implications on the market. And I think that something very similar may end up happening during this bull market. We have been drawing this trend line since March of last year. About a year ago, we defined this uptrend with the pivot, with the set point right here. Every trend line has 2 points. You have the pivot point and you have the set point. If I give you 2 points, then you can draw a line through them and you have the inclination of the trend line, right? If I were to instead draw the pivot point here and the set point there, then you draw the trend line as follows, right? So similarly on Bitcoin, we had a pivot point right here, the pivot being the point around which the trend line swivels. And we had the set point here on roughly March the 10th, March the 11th. Bitcoin set that trend line in motion and has been respecting it ever since. If we extrapolate this trend line into the future, and remember it is on the logarithmic chart, then that points towards $125,000 in March of next year. If Bitcoin is anywhere near that, then plus or minus $20,000, that's where Bitcoin could be. Bitcoin could be at $100,000 in March of next year. It could be at $150,000 of next year, in March of next year. But Bitcoin will probably be largely respecting this trend line. This trend line is also one of the reasons why we are calling for a nearly a $100,000 Bitcoin potentially as soon as the last part of this year. And so Bitcoin is in wonderful shape right now, and we want to see how the market structure forms. But right now, Bitcoin is on blue sky breakout. Bitcoin has rallied since this bottom 37.56%, adding $15,000 in price, adding roughly $300 billion in market capitalization. It has breached the 0.786 Fibonacci level, which was at $50,000 on the daily chart. And we are moving fast towards the 0.786 level on the linear chart, which currently sits at $57,500. I know many of you guys are like, well, wait a minute, Jeb, my 0.786 is at a different level. Yes, it is. It's at $57,500. That's the next level that we're looking at here. Bitcoin broke on the linear chart the golden pocket, which was sitting between $48,500 and $50,000. This golden pocket being breached indicates that this is not just a corrective movement back up to all-time high before we crash back down to bear market lows. No. This is indicative that we're going all the way. When you follow through Fibonacci retracement, if you end up breaking through the golden pocket, which again sits between the Fibonacci inverse fee of 0.618, that is a part of the golden ratio. For any of you guys that are familiar with the Fibonacci sequence, 0.618 and 1.618 are the golden ratio numbers. And then 0.65 is just a number that we throw on there to create this golden pocket. If Bitcoin breaks through the golden pocket, then that's where we have bull market confirmation. We rejected at the golden pocket, as you can see here, when the ETFs launched. We rallied right up to the golden pocket, rejected from it. This is why we were quite bearish 3 weeks ago. We rejected from the golden pocket. If you don't break through the golden pocket, then you do not have strong reason to believe that you're about to break. Put it this way. Until you break through the golden pocket, which is sitting between $48,500 and $50,000, you could actually just be in a bear market corrective movement, and you could actually drop all the way back down to bear market lows. You can still do that now, but after you break through the golden pocket with confidence, that's when you start to say, okay, we're going to all-time high. Once you break through 0.618, that's when you begin that all-time high run. Looking back on the previous bull market, a very similar thing is going to show up right here. Pull out the Fibonacci sequence. Guess what happened, guys? We rallied up to 0.618. Do you see that? We rallied up to 0.618 at $13,500. We moonshotted there. Same way that we moonshotted there this time. Boom. Massive rally. The difference between these two markets, and this is key, please pay attention to this. This is so important. The difference between these two markets is that during June of 2019, we rejected from the golden pocket, and we fell all the way back down to $6,400. If Bitcoin had fallen back down to a similar level, Bitcoin would have fallen back down to 28 grand. That was the similar level for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's market in 2019 was essentially the same thing as Bitcoin falling down to $28,000 right now. We'll get to the question of why Bitcoin didn't do that in just a minute. But if you'll notice, it's almost hard to show you because the chart is so just extreme. But if you'll notice, when Bitcoin finally came back up and tested this $13,500 to $14,000 golden pocket once again and broke through it, Bitcoin was at all-time high in 41 days. So let me just pull all of this together for you right now. Bitcoin in the 2019, and this is so important. If you remember anything from this entire week of streams, please remember this. During the 2019 and 2020 bull market, Bitcoin hit the golden pocket, rejected from it. And then it would go back up and break through the golden pocket. After the pandemic started, 500 days later, a year and a half later, it would break through the golden pocket. In this bull market, Bitcoin would rally up to the golden pocket, reject from it, and then Bitcoin would break through the golden pocket 32 days later. Do you see this little correction right here? Do you see why I'm so confident now Bitcoin's going to all-time high? People are like, oh, Jeb, you flip-flopped. Until we broke the golden pocket, we had no reason to be super bullish. Because following the trend, we could have seen up to 500 days of action below $50,000 before we broke through it. So it was very reasonable to be looking at $35,000, which was one of these levels. There's many different levels there. This rally, this drop right here, this 20% correction over the course of 12 days, technically speaking, and looking at the market structure, is equivalent to this 2019 drop of 72% in 260 days. It took us 500 days to break through the golden pocket after we rejected from it the first time. This time it took 32. The last time we broke through the golden pocket, we rallied to all-time high, which is about a 50% movement in 43 days. Right now, Bitcoin is pushing up through the golden pocket. We have confirmed a breakout on it on the daily chart. As you can see here, yesterday we confirmed it. That's why this stream is so important. And I hope you're paying attention to this. I hope you're taking notes. If Bitcoin were to do exactly what it did last time, rallying 50%, let's call it 40% in 40 days, Bitcoin would be back at all-time high March 25th of 2024, 3 weeks before the halving. That would be the soonest bull market in the history of Bitcoin. So, remember how I said we're going to come back to that question? Let's come back to that question. Why was that 500-day correction that happened in the last bull market, last bear market, bull market cycle, why did that only take 32 days this time? There's a few reasons. Number one, there's a huge amount of institutional investment coming into the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space. There's a huge, let me just say that again, there's an enormous amount of institutional investment coming into the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space. And so with the massive deployment of capital into cryptocurrency from banks, from individuals, from 401ks, from pensions, registered investment advisors, RIAs are now pointing people in the direction of the Bitcoin exchange traded funds. With us breaching $1 trillion, with us going mainstream, Bitcoin's on its way back to all-time high. And I am honestly expecting at this point that all-time high will be breached within 2 months, plus or minus 2 months of the halving date. I have an employee that works with me, and one of them, and he asked me, when do you think Bitcoin's going to go back to all-time high? And I told him, here's what I think. I think that Bitcoin's going to go to all-time high plus or minus 2 months of the halving. He said, really? That soon? Because doesn't it normally happen a lot after the halving? I said, yeah. This time's different, though. This is the first time we're having mass adoption going on at scale with tens of millions of people all at once. Bitcoin is about to flipping moonshot, guys. So I told him that about 3 months ago. It was in December, I think. It might have been in January. If it was in January, it was just after the new year. I told him that at least a month ago, plus or minus 2 months of the halving. So my prediction has been for at least a month. I don't know if I ever said this publicly, but my prediction has been for at least a month that plus or minus 2 months of the halving, we will be at all-time high. And so to draw that on the chart so that you have something to kind of go off of here, halving is expected the 17th of April. So that could be as soon as the 17th of February, which is 2 days from now. That's obviously probably a little bit soon. All the way through the 17th of June. This is my window. Right here. This is the window where I think Bitcoin will return to all-time high. I do believe it'll happen somewhere along this trend line. In fact, let me just go ahead and do a different kind of trend line. Let me do an actual trend line, not a... Somewhere along this trend line. And I will leave it here on the chart. Somewhere along this green line right here is when I believe we're hitting all-time high. It could happen in a couple of days. I think that's a little soon. It could happen like this. 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 I don't really care how it happens, to be quite honest with you. I care that it does happen, and I do believe it's going to happen. So let me translate that in another way that you can take home. I think within the next 4 months, Bitcoin will be back at all-time high, probably sooner, probably more like the next 2 to 3 months. From there, I think that Bitcoin will be running towards $100,000 in the later part of this year. So I'm going to read some chat now. I'd love to hear your opinions on everything. But so far, really excited about where things are going. It's yellow, Jeb. Did I say it's green? I am colorblind, so boom. Shadrach Frost said, another example of why learning TA is so important, helps us make better financial decisions. Hashtag CT2A, baby. Absolutely. He was bearish about a week ago. Nope, wasn't bearish about a week ago. I was bearish $10,000 ago. There is a difference. The time frame doesn't matter. The charts do. We were not bearish a week ago. We were bearish below $44,300. We've been bullish ever since we broke 44.7. Ever since we broke 44.7, I've been saying pretty much the same thing. You're about to go to 50K, and you're probably going straight to all-time high after that. During this time down here, we said, look, the trend is your friend until it ends. Again, this is a 500-day correction that took place in 30 days based on the last market. Bitcoin had price targets lower, and those were very much in the realm of possibility. So why didn't we go lower? Why didn't we spend more time down here? Well, again, institutional adoption and hype around the fact that Bitcoin's hitting $1 trillion and so forth and so on. The fact of the matter is Bitcoin's up 37% in 22 days. And if it were to go back to all-time high, Bitcoin would only have to rally 78% in total. It would only need to rally another roughly 30% to get there. Well, we just did a 30% rally over the course of the last month. So we'll pay attention and see what happens next, but I do believe that Bitcoin is on its way towards all-time high. Schmedley B said, like the TA Jeb, really appreciate that. Nobody should be bearish pre-halving, and also with an ETF, Bitcoin will pump into the halving, then pull back. I could see that happening for sure. Today, Jeb can only see green. Oh my goodness. Let's see. It took like 2 to 3 weeks for it to get from 48 to 68 both of the last times. That's right. All right. BlackRock caused the 2008 crash, so beware. Oh my goodness, BlackRock. Let's see. Brief Crypto is here in chat. Pete Schwartz said, finally, financial freedom for my family. I love to hear it. 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 Shadrach Frost said, folks, please smash that like button right away. It takes a second. It really helps this channel. Give back the love and support that Jeb brings to us on a daily basis. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much, Shadrach Frost. And guys, if you were enjoying today's stream, make sure to hit that like button, as he said. And also, make sure to check out the sponsor of this video, which is NordVPN. If you sign up for NordVPN, you are going to be getting access to high-quality security architecture that is going to help keep you safe while browsing online. And I cannot stress enough how excited I am that NordVPN is one of the sponsors of this channel, because they are a big name. They are the biggest name in VPN. They sponsor some of the largest channels in the entire game. PewDiePie, Markiplier, many different gaming content channels that are there. Hundreds of millions. They've got these YouTubers that they sponsor collectively probably have like 400 million subscribers. This is an extremely reputable brand. You don't get a more reputable brand in VPNs than NordVPN. You just don't. It doesn't exist. So if you're looking for a VPN, NordVPN is the place to go. If you sign up with the link down below or go to nordvpn.com/Jeb, then you'll be getting access to a huge discount, and you will be protecting yourself while you browse online and staying free and safe for the next 2 years with a 2-year plan. Sign up for a 2-year plan. Do it today. You're going to be glad you did. Really appreciate all of you and everything that you guys do. All right. We've all been waiting a long time for this. Yes. Loving it. A lot of people excited about Cardano. Let's take a look at some of the altcoins here, guys. Cardano is currently sitting at 60 cents. It is up 14% in the last 7 days. It is up 6%. It is up 6% in the last 24 hours. Binance up 7% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum up 3% in the last 24 hours. XRP up 3.5%. Let's see here. A lot of altcoins up a lot. Aptos up 13.5%. Stacks up 45% in the last 7 days. Love it. VeChain up 51.84%. Super excited about that. Super excited about that. Let's take a look over here at Cardano. Cardano has built for itself an inverse head and shoulders pattern. It's kind of an ugly one, but it's there. Inverse head and shoulders pattern right there. We've got the head dropped down to about 46 cents. Our price target on Cardano was a drop down to 40 to 42, so we got pretty close there. Then we said it would start to rally when Bitcoin did. That price target was send it back to its yearly high of 67 cents. I really hope that that happens, and I think it will. Cardano breaking above 57 cents is a big deal, so pay close attention to the Cardano price. This whole big flag in and of itself is actually one big bull flag, as you can see right here. And if we do break bullish out of that, then that does indicate a rally on Cardano all the way back up north of 85 cents pushing up towards $1. I do think $1 on Cardano is around the corner, and I think that you guys are going to make a lot of money if you're invested in Cardano. Similarly with Solana, Solana had this resistance, which was kind of fun to draw. You don't see resistance like this very often, but it had this this curve. This curve was its actual resistance, and oh goodness, somebody can help me here. Oh my gosh, you don't see this. You don't see this very often. What is the name of this formation? You don't see this formation very often. It's extremely rare, but there is a name for this, and I'm blanking on it because I think I've only ever seen it one other time in 6 years of doing this. But there is a name for this. Somebody's going to tell me, but there is a name for this kind of formation. I can't believe it's escaping me. There is a name for this kind of formation, and it's drawn like this with two curves, and it is a very bullish formation. It's basically a super fancy kind of bull flag because the market goes through its correction and then reverses. It looks like a smiley face, kind of like a really creepy smiley face, like the dude with this, like the guy that's smiling needs to get to the dentist, if you know what I mean. And so it essentially acts as a bull flag where you give it the price target as such. Draw a price target based on the movement into the creepy smiley face pattern is what we're going to call it. And then there's a couple of different ways you can draw the price target. You can draw it like this. That would point at $147. You can draw it like this, and that would point at the golden pocket. Something to keep in mind, Bitcoin's at its golden pocket. Solana is not even yet at its golden pocket. Solana's golden pocket is way up here on the regular chart. On the log chart, it's broken the golden pocket. Okay, so keep that in mind. And we're right below the 0.786 level, $123. If Solana breaks $123, off to the races we go. Then the next level for it to break would be 167 to 171. I think that's coming. So pay close attention to that. I think this weird, creepy smiley face pattern is going to move us towards $160 to $170. And I think that's where Solana's going next. So if you don't have your bag loaded up on Solana, then my friends, now's your time. Go ahead and get into it. Dental bleaching formation. The Joker smile pattern. Love boat formation. Banana formation. Cheshire cat formation. I think that actually might be the name of it. I think that is actually the name of it. I forget. Is that the name of it? No, it's not. I have heard people call it that before. Who knows the name of this? Who knows the name of that pattern? Smiling pumpkin, the happy formation, moon pattern. Got a lot of names on them. Yay for VeChain holders, you deserve it. Yep. Carlos Mejia is here. Reverse Elliott wave. Yep. Fat rejection at 53. For now. I think there will be one last large correction before we get to all-time high. I said that yesterday. I'm going to say it again. I want you guys to hear that. Jeb Coffee Crypto Formation. The Coffee and Crypto Formation. Exactly. Guys, if you're enjoying this episode of Coffee and Crypto, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because Bitcoin is on its way up. If you made it through the bear, congratulations. Guys, this channel has now made it through 2 bear markets. And this is our second major bull market. The channel started at the end of the 2017 bull market. We've been here the entirety of the last 6 years. This channel has been consistently uploading content. And I've been consistently in cryptocurrency for over 6 years now. This will be the second major bull market that we have been through together. Been through the entirety of. And I'm very excited for that. So if you've been through the bear market, as Verhoofdifluffen said, congratulations to you. Hit that like button if you've been here through the bear market. Really excited for all of you who have made a lot of money. We need a little dip. We were overbought. Yes, we do need a little dip, as you say. Bitcoin has been going through a huge rally. As I said, it's up 38% or so in the last several weeks. MACD and RSI are just, I mean, it's just insane. We have not seen them this strong in a long time, and we've seen some rallies. I tell you what, we've seen some rallies lately. We have not seen the MACD histogram this high in goodness. Holy cow. 2 years about? Yeah, we have not seen the MACD histogram this high in a very long time. So we're going to see some kind of correction relatively soon. RSI has been this high, but we have not seen this strong of a rally in a long time. How far apart the MACD line and the signal line are. So we're probably going to see a corrective movement. But if we're able to stay breached through the 0.618 to 0.65 golden pocket, if we're able to stay up there, then that means good things in store for us. Rockin' floppin' formation. There we go. The classic hashtag Finsolve pattern. Duh, Mike Lowry said. Oh my gosh. North Fresh Coffee Roaster says, been here learning from Jeb since 2020. Boom. Love it. Queen said, financial sovereignty or nada. Financial sovereignty or nada. All right, let's read some more chat and let's keep it going here. By the way, guys, I've got a special announcement. We're putting the final touches on the indicator that we're working on with Lux Algo, but it should be coming out very, very soon. As soon as next week. I'm not giving you an exact launch date yet, but it's coming out very soon. So if you guys have not signed up for Lux Algo, let me just show you real quick why you should. Okay? Lux Algo is a ridiculously powerful technical indicator package, and it's not just the one technical indicator. There are dozens of technical indicators in Lux Algo. Remember when I said if Bitcoin breaks through 44.3 to 44.7, and if Bitcoin has a buy signal in Lux Algo, we're about to moonshot? Well, Bitcoin had a Lux Algo buy signal the very day that we broke through that other chart formation at 44.3 to 44.7, and guess what? It gave us a price target that Bitcoin went on to smash. The original price target, as you can see here, we had a buy signal confirmed by Trendcatcher. Lux Algo, buy signal and Trendcatcher confirmation is one of the most powerful confirmations in all of analysis. Guys, I've been using Lux Algo for goodness. It's probably been 3.5 years now, maybe even 4. It's been a long time, over half my career. The same indicator. I love it. It's awesome. When you see this formation, buy signal and Trendcatcher turn green together collectively, it's gold. It's almost always going to play out. It's almost always going to play out. It's rare, guys, that it doesn't. The last time that we saw a buy signal and Trendcatcher confirmation was back over here. Bitcoin obviously went through a massive rally. Before that, it was over here. Trendcatcher green, buy signal. Obviously, it was very bullish. Lux Algo is a remarkable technical indicator. And they're so remarkable. And our partnership has been so great. By the way, if you fast forward, obviously, Bitcoin hit the take profit. See how Bitcoin ran through it. Now there's a new take profit. Guess what? It's up at 57.5, which is our next target, as you saw in the title. I don't know if you could see that. It looks like I might have been on the wrong screen. Oof, I'm so sorry. Lux Algo buy signal, Trendcatcher confirmation pushes us all the way up into a major rally, as is seen right here. Buy signal and take profits. Take profits are up here. Bitcoin smashes through it, rally straight through it. New take profits up here at 57.9. You can see some of the previous buy signals here. Buy signal, Trendcatcher confirmation sends us to the sky. Buy signal, Trendcatcher confirmation sends us up. Sell signal, Trendcatcher confirmation sends us down. It's very difficult to find an example where this technical indicator does not just absolutely dominate. So if you haven't already, make sure to sign up for Lux Algo using the coupon code. Well, actually, just the link in the description box down below. I do believe it's active. You can go to luxalgo.com/Jeb. We're trying to get affiliate links set up that are just the website.com/Jeb on everything. We've got that on Nord. We're getting that on Lux. Just for simplicity and ease of use. And like I said, we are launching our very own technical indicator with Lux Algo. And if you sign up for Lux Algo with any package, you're going to be getting access to it starting, I believe it's next week is when we're looking for a launch. So pay close attention to that. Lux Algo buy signal on the monthly yet? Great question. Check it out. Looks like it, guys. Woo! That's exciting. That is very exciting. Hasn't given us a price target yet, but the reason that's so exciting, let's just show you why that is so exciting. If Bitcoin stays up here. Every bull market, Bitcoin has had a buy signal on Lux Algo. The buy signal, Trendcatcher confirmation here led Bitcoin on an 8,000% run. Here we saw the buy signal, Trendcatcher confirmation. Bitcoin would rally 2,000%. Here we saw the buy signal, Trendcatcher confirmation. Bitcoin would rally all the way up to $69,000. Take note, this buy signal is just a repeat of that buy signal, okay? Because this sell signal was never confirmed. So we can safely ignore that buy signal and that sell signal because neither one of them were confirmed. All right, so just ignore those because they're not confirmed. It's not that the indicator's wrong, they're just not confirmed. You use multiple parts of the indicator to allow it to confirm itself. We saw the sell signal come in here, Trendcatcher's red. Bitcoin would drop from the sell signal, even on the close, 50%. Now, depending on the chart you look at, like I said, it does kind of depend on the chart you're looking at, but we are seeing a buy signal coming in on Lux Algo. we're kind of like right there. Bitcoin really needs to close this monthly candlestick above $52,000 to have that buy signal come in. But if that buy signal does come in March, then we will see a price target. And that price target is probably going to be sitting up at like 100 and change. So if you haven't signed up for Lux Algo, sign up for Lux Algo. I'm just going to put it simply. You're missing out if you don't have it and you're doing charting. It is a necessity when it comes to charting in my book. YouTube won't let me tell you you're not sharing your screen, Major. Sorry. Green light, red light formation. So yes, very important. Can you upgrade a new indicator if you already have Lux Algo? The new indicator will come custom for everybody that already has anything of Lux Algos, any plan on Lux Algo. Let me put it this way. If you are signed up for Lux Algo, any of the 3 tiers, you will be getting access to this new indicator. If you are signed up for Essentials or for Premium or for Ultimate, you will be getting access to Lux Algo and the and our own technical indicator that Lux Algo built alongside us. That is very exciting. That was what Sean, the founder and chief executive officer and a good friend of mine over at Lux Algo, decided to do because he wanted to bless you guys. That's the kind of character he is. They're building this indicator, and if you already have Lux Algo, it comes at no additional charge to you. You're just going to get access to it no matter the plan you're on. But you're only going to get access to this indicator, which is astonishingly good, by the way. You're only going to get access to this technical indicator if you sign up for Lux Algo by going to luxalgo.com/Jeb. So make sure that you check that out with the link in the description box down below. Any of these plans right here will get you Lux Algo and the new technical indicator that will be coming out. So make sure you sign up. Really excited for Lux Algo, guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. What level is a good one to lump sum into Bitcoin again? I would say if Bitcoin drops below 45, then lump sum into it. I was just giving some coaching on this yesterday to one of my financial coaching clients. Shout out to everybody who's done financial coaching, by the way. Love meeting with you guys. I'm having like a call every day right now, so you guys are really enjoying that. Just gave some counsel to someone yesterday, and again, I don't go into any details at all. Everything in coaching is 100% confidential, but I will share stories without the names or any details that could lead back to the individual because it's helpful and it teaches me quite a lot. And what I told them yesterday was that if you're going to dollar cost average if you're going to invest into a market, start with the dollar cost averaging because that is the simplest form of investment. You can dollar cost average into a market, and it's a simple, proven process that will bring you returns over time. If you want to do a lump sum, then don't say, oh, I'm looking for this lump sum. No. Instead, what you want to do is you want to have lump sum cash on the side and then be opportunistic. If an opportunity presents itself, then be opportunistic. You can't so much plan for a crash. What you can instead do is you can say, if a crash comes, I've got money on the side. So either you can just do a bank transfer and put 50 grand in an account and say, all right, this is a lump sum in case a crash comes, if you've got a lump sum of cash, or if you're dollar cost averaging, you say, okay, I'm going to put $250 a month into a high yield savings account or into a stable coin. Either one of those routes can get you 5%. So do that. It's basically like putting money in a money market account. Basically, dollar cost average into the equivalent of your money market account every Friday or once a month, however you want to do it. It doesn't actually matter if it's once a month or every Friday or once a week in this case, because it's not actually going into the market. It's just going into a savings account. Then if an opportunity presents itself, like say Bitcoin drops down to $40,000, then that's where you say, boom, lump sum. But you build the lump sum fund and then you use it opportunistically. Some of the billionaires that are out there today are billionaires right now because they had a lump sum of cash and they did not see 08 coming. People got taken completely off guard by 2008. So few people saw 2008 coming. But the people that made a lot of money in 08 were the people that were sitting on a pile of cash. And when that crash occurred, they didn't have to see it coming because they saw that it was happening and they were sitting on a mountain of cash and they just bought everything they could get their grubby little hands on. And you know what happened? They made 500% in 2 years on real estate, right? Who does that? That's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So hoard cash. And if an opportunity presents itself, then buy it. But don't sit around and say, oh, I'm only going to buy if there's an opportunity. No, my friend. That's called timing the market. If there's an opportunity, be opportunistic and take the opportunity. But otherwise, quit trying to time the market. You get the best of both worlds. Okay? Boom. Pete Schwartz said, give Jeb thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. Which is stronger, UK pound or US dollar? I would definitely say the United States dollar is always going to be stronger than the pound. Reason for that is because the strength of a currency has always historically been backed up, and I do mean always, has always been backed up by the strength of the military that is funded and is defending that currency's name. The United States dollar will be, for a very long time, the strongest currency on planet Earth, the strongest sovereign currency on planet Earth. That being said, Bitcoin is an extremely strong currency, not because of a military backing it up, but because of the power of the network behind it. And so, in a different way, Bitcoin is an extremely powerful currency as well. The pound is a very strong currency as well, but I will never say that any other national currency is stronger than the dollar unless something dramatically changes on the geopolitical stage. And some people might look at China and say, oh, but China's got more tonnage than the United States Navy. Humbug. It's or more surface ships, rather, not more tonnage. Oh, I got a quarter of the tonnage. Humbug. It's nonsense. The Chinese currency is a complete joke. It's a complete joke, and they know it. Everybody hitting the like button. Thank you, guys. We have a $2 donation I'm seeing here, but I don't see who did it. It just says there's $2 of chat revenue. Did somebody donate $2? Thank you to whoever that was. It's not showing me. Fan funding. That's weird. It says there's $2 that we made in chat revenue, but I don't know who said it. So sorry about that. Alex S said, would love your insight. If you're asking about the question that you had earlier regarding, you asked a great question. I talked on it. I forgot what it was, though. What was it? What was it? I forgot. You asked a question, and I touched on it. Lux Algo buy signal on the monthly yet? Yes, we touched on that. Yes, there has been kind of one. We need to close above 52 for it to be confirmed, though, because obviously the signal is not confirmed until the close. All right, guys. Imagine El Salvador today. Yeah, for real. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it out. If you enjoyed today's stream, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell. Make sure to sign up for NordVPN by going to nordvpn.com/Jeb. Make sure to sign up for LuxAlgo by going to luxalgo.com/Jeb. Make sure to check out the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy with the link in the description box down below as well. We've been teaching people how to do the same kind of technical analysis that you just saw today for over 5 years in CT2A. It is the one-stop shop to learn everything that you need to know about technical analysis, broken down in a simple way that anybody can understand it, so that you can become a master technical analyst, so that you can apply yourselves unto wisdom and knowledge and get ready for some profits. Remember, guys, Proverbs 4:7, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. That's the verse of the day. Let's pursue wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is nothing more than knowledge and understanding applied. So let's build up our knowledge. Let's continue to learn. Let's continue to seek to understand and to learn. And let's continue to make wise financial decisions, and we will most likely be blessed for it. Praise the Lord for everybody who has been here today. I'm going to wrap it out, but before I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.